Next up is this Goebel Hummel figurine. It's Bookworm Girl, and it's a little girl reading her book. It's really adorable. So the deal on this is I've met somebody, and he has a bunch of Goebels, and he's basically just splitting the cost. I didn't pay for them yet up front. He's just splitting it 50-50, like whatever you sell, just give me 50% of it and I'll keep the other 50. So that's a sweet deal, and it sold for $30. And I got these birds. It's a set of sterling silver bird figurines made in Portugal. I got it at the same estate sale as the Santa figurine, and I paid $10 for those, but they sold for $25, so I doubled my money on that. Buyer paid for shipping. This vintage bunny rabbit planter, I think I paid $4 for that, and I got an offer. I had it up for $13, got an offer for $8, and I accepted it. So not quite doubling my money because you have to consider fees, eBay fees, and so, but I made a profit, so that was awesome. Buyer paid for shipping. This hand-blown swirl glass, it's like a swirl glass, blue, gold, green, and white base, and it had the ground pontil mark at the bottom. And I really wish I was like an expert in spotting Murano. I unfortunately have to just, I only label the pieces, I only label the pieces that say Murano on them, or if they're signed, then I can look it up and I can attribute it to Murano glass. I don't feel confident enough to say this is Murano. I don't know if this was anything famous. I just know that it had the ground pontil mark and it was very beautiful. I bought that for $15 at an antique mall. It sold for only $21. So there was still a little bit of a profit, maybe just a couple bucks. But again, I don't take it as a disappointment because it was a transaction completed. I provide really great customer service. I really take care in packaging my things. People notice that. So it gives another chance for positive feedback, another transaction completed on my eBay. It's not a loss, it's great. Oh, this is the best story ever. Okay, so I pull in Fenton glass, and I didn't know much about it when I started all this, and I didn't particularly care for it. I was like, I want to be a Murano glass girl, which I still want to be that. And I didn't really care for that Fenton stuff. I don't know why. Anyways, but then I kept finding it for cheap. And so I bought books, and I have these reference books on it, and I've actually grown to love it. It's very beautiful. The story of Fenton glass is quite amazing. They really went through some trials and tribulations to continue on, and they're still there today, which is amazing. And it's American made, which is cool, you know, why not? So, and going through the books and stuff, I really just grew an appreciation for it because it is quite beautiful, and you can see the care that those artists put into their work. Especially I really do like the vintage stuff because like the hand paint, well, even the modern stuff, the hand painted, it's like you just see the care and the desire to make things look pretty and coming from those artists. So that's awesome. So this was really a cool find. So I was doing an online auction, and I was scanning through this one auction, scanning through the photos, and there was this really weird glass decor thing. It was like this glass thing with ruffles, and then on the bottom, on the base, this is what it looked like. And then on the top, another glass thing with ruffles. It's what was on top is the Fenton lampshade, you'll see here. But they had these two pieces of glass kind of like put together, like they were trying to make it one piece, or they were confused what it was, so they thought they went together. They did not go together. And I was like, I like that thing on top. It looks like it's hand painted, and it reminds me of Fenton. But the bottom, I don't know what's going on with the bottom. Anyways, I bid $1, and I'm like, whatever. If I win it, great. If I lose it, whatever. Who cares? I ended up winning it, probably because nobody could figure out what it was. So I won it for $1. When I went to pick it up, I pulled it out, and I was looking at the different pieces. I'm like, I think these are lampshades, and I'm not so knowledgeable on lampshades, but I'm pretty sure these are lampshades. And I flip over the top piece, and inside it says hand painted Fenton, and it had the artist's signature, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I brought it home and I put it under black light and it glowed, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best find ever. And I listed it right away, and within an hour it sold for $40. So that was an amazing profit. $1.50 in, because I still have the other lampshade, which I'm sure I can get 15 bucks from it, you know. I don't know, maybe it's some special lamp for all I know. It was transferware, it was not hand painted, but it was vintage and it was cool, but it was not Fenton. So it was up for like an hour and it sold for 40 bucks, and I was pretty ecstatic about that. This vase I sold overseas to somebody in the UK. It was no signing. There was no signature. My kids are in the background. Just bear with me. I have 6 kids here, and I just kind of let them live their lives. I'm not like, be quiet during the whole video. So they're just gonna be over there doing stuff. Okay, so no signature on this vase, but it was really, really cool. And it was like, as you can see, this blue and green and white swirl, and it had a roughness on the bottom, but it was polished. So it was hard to tell for certain that it was a Pontil mark, but I'm pretty sure it was just a really well polished out Pontil mark, because it wasn't perfectly smooth. So therefore, hand blown. And it got so much attention. I was very honest about the vase. Like, I don't know anything about it. It's really pretty, looks to be hand blown. This is what it looks like. And it got so much interest, and within 3 hours, I listed it for $18 because I did a buy now. I've been doing a lot more buy nows, and I make a lot more profit that way. So I don't recommend, if you're new, to do a ton of auctions in the beginning if you're looking to make money right then. Anyway, so I had it buy now for $18 because I didn't feel comfortable doing anything higher, and it got sold in like 2 hours. So that was awesome. Oh, and I think I paid $5 for that at the Goodwill. And the buyer paid for the shipping. This little Mexican folk art pottery miniature vase, paid $4 for it, sold it for $4 in auction. Is what it is. I didn't lose money. Well, maybe I kind of lost money, but not very much. And it got made up elsewhere. All right, this little green blaze, it's marked USA on the bottom. It's like an Art Deco looking vase. He got no attention. I had him up for auction for a really, really long time, and he really didn't get that much attention. So then I put him up as buy now, and I'm getting promoted buy nows now, which I find helps me and drives business to my page or to my store. Sorry, my voice is getting dry. It's a really cool vase, so I was surprised it didn't get a lot of attention. Oh no, I didn't. This is auction because it says bid. So I left it in auction, then finally it just got attention. And I don't know why, because the auctions don't get promoted. Okay, so anyways, he just all of a sudden got all this attention, and I bought him for $4 and it sold for $17.76 in auction. So take that back. I did not switch it to buy now. Okay, I'll just do a couple more here. So this carved wooden bear, we were at an estate sale, and my husband found it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's cute. I think we paid $3. It was $2 or $3 for this guy. He's a little guy, super cute, definitely hand carved. And I was like, yeah, definitely, we could get 15 bucks off of that. I put him up for auction, and everyone was interested. I'm like, who is this? Is this some unknown artist or style, or what's going on here? There's so much interest in him. And his, excuse me, the bidding got up to $39.50 for him. Great profit. And of course the buyer paid for the shipping. And then last but not least, this persimmon orange amberina. I didn't know for certain if it was persimmon, so I put persimmon, orange amberina Viking glass cake stand. Is what cake stand / compo. I wasn't certain what it was because it didn't have a lid, which not all compotes have lids. It didn't have a lid, and it was just very flat, like a plate. So anyways, it is Viking glass. It had the original sticker. I paid $15 for that. It sold for $28, so I didn't double my money, but I did make some money, and the buyer paid for the shipping. So there you have it. There you go. That's everything. Definitely share this video. If you're on Facebook, you can go to the link that says shop now, and it will take you to my eBay store. If you're on YouTube, The link will be in the description. The details to my store will be in the description. My daughter would be correcting me right now on what I'm saying. And yeah, so there you go. That's what I've done recently, and I've made some profit, and I'm really happy with it. And thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me, and I will see you next time.